Hello friends, welcome to Technique, and this is Nirmal here, and here is the camera comparison of two mid-range smartphones, the Xiaomi's Mi A2 with the Honor Play. So both the smartphones have great hardware and also good camera hardware, so let's find out how they perform in this segment. Talking about the specifications, the Mi A2 has a 12 megapixel rear camera with f-stop 1.75 aperture and a secondary 20 megapixel sensor again with f-stop 1.75 aperture, and it has face detection, autofocus and LED flash. The front camera on the A2 is a 20 megapixel f2.2 camera. Coming to the Honor Play, it has a dual camera with 16 megapixel f2.2 primary camera with EIS support and a secondary 2 megapixel shooter for depth sensing. The front camera is a 16 megapixel f2.0 camera with screen flash included. Now let's go straight into the camera samples to see which is better. Before we start the comparison, we'll let our viewers know that we have turned off the AI mode on the Honor Play as it produces slightly oversaturated images in daylight conditions and will not give accurate colors. Now first up, let's have a look at the video recording. Here both the smartphones can record videos in 1080p resolution and 4K resolutions. Both the phones also come with EIS support for 1080p resolution. You can see that in the Full HD video recording, neither of them are class leading, and while Mi A2 has warmer tones, the Honor Play has colder tones. Also, the Mi A2 has issues with focus ending in the video. While the EIS quality is good on both the phones, the overall video clarity is average on both the phones. So there is no clear winner in this department. Next up, the daylight captures. Here looking at the samples, you can see that the Mi A2 images are better with better exposure levels, color tones and also the details in the captures. The images are also sharper on the Mi A2 compared to the Honor Play. The images on the Honor Play aren't bad either, but in terms of the overall clarity, the Mi A2 definitely has an edge here. So in this segment, we'll give it to the Mi A2. Now moving on to the close-up images. You can see the images are sharper and offer more details on the Mi A2, while you can see that some of the close-up images were slightly overexposed on the Honor Play and the details gets lost. But the sharpness levels are good on the Honor Play as well. Again, both the cameras have good colors, with Mi A2 being a bit on warmer side while it's on the colder side on the Honor Play. The Honor Play also offers wide aperture mode wherein you can change aperture values even after you've taken the images. Next, let's have a look at the low light captures. Here the Xiaomi's Mi A2 with f-stop 1.7 aperture and better Sony sensor captures more light and images are well lit. But at the same time, we notice the lens flare issue on the Mi A2. The noise levels are also less on the Mi A2 compared to the Honor Play. The Honor Play manages decent images in low light conditions, and with AI mode it can produce decent results. But extremely low light captures had considerable amount of noise. So we would give it to the Mi A2 in this round. Now coming to the portrait mode. Both the phones offer good portrait shots with skin tones being better on the Mi A2. The Honor Play offers good results with sharper images, and the edge detection is also tad better on the Mi A2. Finally, the selfie experience. The Mi A2 has a massive 20 megapixel camera while the Honor Play employs a 16 megapixel shooter for selfies. Here both the cameras does a good job, and the major difference between the two devices is the skin tones. We personally like the skin tones on the Honor Play, while the Mi A2 has a tendency to make it too whitish at times, very similar to the Redmi Note 5 Pro. So we will leave it to your viewers to decide which selfie experience they like, since it is more of a personal choice. Both the phones offer portrait selfies, and the edge detection is a tad superior on the Mi A2. The Honor Play also does it pretty well. So this is the front-facing camera sample taken with the Xiaomi's Mi A2. It's a 20 megapixel shooter which is capable of recording videos in 1080p resolution, that's Full HD, and you can judge yourself how good the clarity of the video is and also the audio output from the front-facing camera. So this is the front-facing camera sample taken with the Honor Play, which is a 16 megapixel shooter, and this is capable of recording videos in 1080p resolution, and there is also electronic image stabilization available for the front-facing camera. You can judge yourself how good the clarity of the video is and also the audio output from the video. So that is the camera comparison of the Xiaomi's Mi A2 with the Honor Play. So summing up, the Mi A2 has an edge in terms of the rear camera performance in daylight, close-up images and also low light, and the video recording being almost similar on both the phones. The selfie experience was again similar, but we personally like the Honor Play. The Mi A2 definitely has a better camera than the Honor Play, but with a few software updates, Honor Play could easily catch up. So this is Nirmal signing off. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in our next video. Have a great day.